What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Bill Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the boxing community in this case. All right, This story has been gaining a lot of traction, man, and it's looking worse and worse for Tyson Fury because um, just last week, Boxing Eagle did a great video, breaking down what happened in the second fight of how Tyson Fury, manipulated and basically tainted with the gloves to basically put no padding on the gloves in his second fight with Deontay Wilder. That's why you saw a lot of the damage that you saw out there. Now there's more stuff coming out. Now you're seeing photos of Deontay Wilder with a literal dent on the left side of his head, literally a dent on the left side of his head. And Marcellus Waller put it as a story on Instagram, pretty much explaining about what was the significance of the damage. Okay, and the fact that the mainstream media has not paid any attention to this is beyond ridiculous. But here's the worser part, because guess what happened today? Team Fury blocked photos of the fight. All right, they blocked weigh-in photos. They blocked key elements of the photos during the fight. You know what I mean? And it's too late now because there's already Blue Bloods got the photos. Boxing Eagle obviously got the photos. You know that Young Pharaoh's got the photos. You know 7-8's got the photos. Listen, it's over, bro. It's literally over. There's no way to tell anybody that Tyson Fury won that fight fair and square. You cannot say that. The man had a literal dent on the left side of his head. It does not come from a boxing glove. It literally doesn't. All right. And for anybody that tries to excuse that and try to say, "Oh, it was Photoshop. Oh, where are the X-rays? Oh, he lost fair. He lost fair and square." You are not you are not a fan of boxing. You are not human. All right, because this is way beyond boxing. This is literally cheating. Okay, Deontay Wilder is okay. He's living life right now. But here's the thing: when the third fight happens, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny and a lot of stuff that's going to be on the plate of Tyson Fury because now he has more to prove. He's got to prove now that he can beat Deontay Wilder fair and square without messed up gloves. Because if it happens again, trust me, there's going to be investigations coming in, and I hope that they sue the hell out of Top Rank, sue the hell out of the WBC, out of Team Fury. They sue everybody out the ass for what they did to Deontay Wilder. Because this is you're literally tainting protection off the gloves. And remember, I did a video about this, breaking the story about when Nicholas Asbury is now going out there doing interviews, pretty much explaining you and showing you how he was in Team Fury's camp, being as a sparring partner, and literally caught videotape of him basically showing to you that the gloves were tainted, where he basically could pinch his fingers inside of the glove, and he could literally pinch his fingers with no pen on the gloves. So you mean to tell me that this guy has been literally fighting with tainted gloves all this time? I mean, are you kidding me? Y'all trolls are ridiculous, man. Y'all trolls are ridiculous. This is not about boxing anymore. This ain't about it's about the win and the loss. No, this is literally assault in the ring. This is memories of Billy Collins Jr. and Luis Resto back in the '80s. Okay, when Panama Luis Resto's trainer literally took the paddings off of the gloves of Luis Resto, and Billy Collins was beaten up so badly in that fight. But it wasn't until the fight was over that Billy Collins Jr.'s father noticed while shaking Luis's hand that there was literally no padding on the gloves. Literally no padding on the gloves. And pretty much it was basically hand wraps that was basically soaked in plaster of Paris. All right. And the fight was ruled a no contest. And unfortunately, Billy Collins Jr. was severely injured in that fight. His eyes were swollen shut. He had a torn iris, and his vision was permanently blurred. Okay. And basically, actually by next year, on March the 6th of '84, Collins was basically killed in a car accident, and many people felt that this was a suicide because he was basically broken for what happened to him during the Luis Resto fight. And don't forget this, guys. Don't forget this. What Marcos Maidana was going to use the same kind of gloves with no padding on the gloves during the second fight with Floyd Mayweather. Thank goodness that Floyd had Leonard Elby spotting this, and they basically said no. And the Nevada State Athletic Commission was going to approve those gloves. They were going to approve those gloves until Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe detected this and said, "No, we're not using. You're not using them gloves. No way." And they didn't end up using. And they end up using the gloves. And thank goodness for that. Don't forget this though too. And I'm so glad I have a good memory on this. Remember, Antonio Margarito was using plaster of Paris. He was literally using illegal hand wraps inside of the gloves against Miguel Cotto and was going to use it against Shane Mosley. If it wasn't for brother Nazim Richardson, who detected this off the bat, who knows what else could have happened to Shane Mosley, all right? And you saw what happened in that fight. Without those illegal hand wraps, Antonio Margarito couldn't do anything about it. He couldn't hurt Shane Mosley. Y'all remember this? All right. Look at Miguel Cotto's face before the fight, during the fight, and after the fight. And you mean to tell me that boxing gloves can make that kind of level of damage? Come on, you guys. Let's be real about this, man. I mean, I've had a chance to watch the fight at least 3 different times between Wilder and Fury too. I'm convinced that Tyson Fury used tainted gloves, took the padding off of the gloves to basically beat Deontay Wilder because he had no confidence of beating Deontay Wilder in a straight up one-on-one fight on an even playing field. And that's what it all comes down to it. And the fact that the WBC is basically still supporting Fury over this lets you know what time it is. All right. I'm not angry about that because I knew what the WBC was been all about. They basically defended Canelo when he basically failed a drug test. All right. And so at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, this story is going to continue to get more heat on this, and we got to continue to put the heat on this, okay? And the biggest thing that we have to address is this: for anyone that tries to come on here on my channel and try to say that story is fake or you're a wild fanboy and all that, I don't care. At this point, you're going to be blocked and reported on YouTube on site. I am not on that type of time. This is literally assault in the ring. If Wilder died from those injuries, what would y'all say then? What would y'all say then? If Wilder died from those injuries and it came out that Tyson Fury did illegally use tainted gloves, what would you say then? Imagine if this was your favorite fighter and they basically got assaulted with illegal hand wraps, or if your favorite fighter was using illegal gloves with no padding on the glove, literally no padding. Tell me, what would you say then? What would you say? There's no justification on this whatsoever. Literally none whatsoever. Tyson Fury is a disgrace to boxing, and she should be banned from the sport. If you're gonna put the same level on Gerald Miller for failing the drug test, give the same energy to Tyson Fury for basically using illegal gloves. But I know what time it is. Y'all. Those of you who are my subscribers, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know the double standards of this is, and so I'm just literally, flabbergasted, but also I'm not too shocked by this, but not by the story itself, but by the fact that the reactions to it. I'm surprised a lot of the. I'm surprised. I'm sorry. I'm not surprised by the trolls that try to defend all this because they don't care about boxing. They want to see another, strong black man literally get hurt permanently or die in the ring. That's what it comes down to it. And if those of you guys want to see that, you do not belong on this earth. I'm telling you that right now. And the fact that the Team Fury is they're trying to cover their tracks, that leaves you major suspicion and it draws a lot of questions. What were they doing on the day of the fight, and why would they try to cover up these photos? It leaves you thinking now, huh? I want to let you know. I want to let you know right now. I believe he cheated, but I'm gonna let you guys decide in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think.